How's it going, guys? Hope you guys have a great week. So it is that time of the month again, guys. It is time to talk about some of the biggest games coming out in October 2022. Seriously, this month is Broke-tober. There are so many games coming out this month. It is insane. In fact, there are that many games. This list, rather than being top 7 or 8, is actually the top 12 games coming out in October. So let's jump in and get straight to it. So number 1, the first game coming out this month is Overwatch 2. This is the sequel to the 2016 FPS hero shooter Overwatch from Blizzard Entertainment, and it finally releases this month. There are some major changes to the shooter, including the fact that it is going free to play and will reduce team sizes from 6 to 5. With a roster of more than 30 characters at release, the game will continue with PvP game modes, but will also introduce PvE game modes for the first time. In place of loot boxes, the game will also use a battle pass system, which will be released on a seasonal basis, along with new maps and heroes that will be added to the game later. If you're interested in Overwatch 2, it will support full cross-platform play and is set to release on the 14th of October. The second game coming out this month is Asterigos Curse of the Stars. This is an upcoming action RPG inspired by Greek and Roman mythology from developer Acme Games Studio. It offers a stripped-down version of the Souls-like formula at its center, and Asterigos places you into the shoes of Hilda, a brave young warrior from the Northwind Legion who embarks on a journey to the Cursed City in order to save her lost father. The game allows you to combine and change weapons on the go, allowing you to equip 2 types of weapons at any given time. Players can choose from a variety of ranged and melee weapons, with 6 possible weapons to pick from, including the sword and shield, dual blades, spear, hammer, staff, and even magic bracelets. I got hands-on with a playable demo and really enjoyed my experiences with the combat. For those interested, Asterigos Curse of the Stars is set for release on the 11th of October. The third game coming out this month is Scorn. Scorn is an atmospheric first-person survival horror game developed by Serbian developer Ebb Software. It is inspired by the works of visual artists such as H.R. Geiger. Scorn takes place in an open-ended world with different interconnected regions. Each region is a maze-like structure with various rooms and paths to discover. All the storytelling happens in-game, with no cutscenes to distract you from the grisly reality of the living, breathing, nightmarish world you're in. With its odd forms and somber art style, being a survival game, the game won't show you any sympathy if you miss something important on your uneasy travels. And with limited ammo and inventory space, players will have to think about when to fight and when to take cover, and how their actions affect the world around them. October seems like the perfect month for this disturbing looking game to release, and for those interested, Scorn is set for release on the 14th of October and will be available on the Xbox and PC Game Pass on day 1. The fourth game coming out this month is A Plague Tale Requiem. This is an upcoming action-adventure stealth game from developer Asobo Studio. It is a direct sequel to 2019's A Plague Tale Innocence and is set 6 months after the events of the first game. We rejoin siblings Amicia and Hugo Derune, who must travel to southern France in search of an island that may hold the key to curing Hugo's mysterious blood disease. The gameplay looks largely similar to the first game, though the combat system seems to have been expanded significantly, allowing Amicia to equip weapons such as a knife to stab enemies, a slingshot that can throw rocks, and a crossbow to dispatch enemies from range. Happily, the core of the gameplay though is still stealth, and Amicia and Hugo must avoid the light adverse rats and use them strategically to take out enemies. Hugo can also tap into his abilities and can now use a new ability called Echo, which reveals the position of enemies through walls, and can also control hordes of rats to overwhelm enemies. A Plague Tale Innocence was a fantastic game, and I am definitely planning to pick up and play the sequel when it's released on the 18th of October. Game Pass owners will also be happy to know that Requiem will be releasing on the platform on day 1. The fifth game coming out this month is Ghostbusters Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. This is a fun online 4v1 multiplayer game developed by Illphonic. The core gameplay revolves around 4 proton pack wielding Ghostbusters who attempt to catch a ghost haunting a unique location. The game will allow players to enjoy the game solo or with up to 4 friends. It will have an online and offline single player mode available in the form of AI assisted play. As players progress, they will unlock cosmetics and upgrades for both the Ghostbusters and Ghosts to evolve their gameplay options. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed has all the iconic gear and gadgets from the movies, including the proton pack, PKE meters and ghost traps to name but a few. Fans can also expect some familiar locations, including the Firehouse and Ray's occult books. If you're a Ghostbusters fan or enjoy this style of 4v1 multiplayer, then Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed is set for release on the 18th of October. The 6th game coming out this month is Batora Lost Haven. This is an upcoming title from Stormmind Games that combines the features of a hack and slash and a twin stick shooter in a non-linear interplanetary story-driven action RPG. After a mysterious event, most of the Earth was destroyed. Avril, a 16-year-old girl, has witnessed the death of her older sister Rose, and together with her best friend Mila, she discovers 2 amulets connected to the sun and moon, 2 unknown entities that lead her to start her intergalactic quest to bring the Earth back to its former glory. The developers have said that the game will offer a branching storyline with multiple endings. With a gorgeous art style and fast-paced combat that reminds me heavily of Hades, I am very interested in Batora Lost Haven, which releases on the 20th of October. The 7th game coming out this month is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This is an action-adventure turn-based game developed by Ubisoft Milan and Paris. The game is a crossover between Nintendo's Mario and Ubisoft's Rabbids franchises and is a sequel to 2017's Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Players team up with Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Rabbid Luigi, and their friends on a galactic journey to defeat a malevolent entity called Cursor, who wants to consume the Sparks energy and take over the galaxy, spreading darkness. She takes control of Bowser's army and sends her own minions to capture the Sparks, leading Mario and his team to rescue them and save the galaxy. Along the way, Bowser joins Mario on his journey so he can reclaim his army. Gameplay in Sparks of Hope is largely similar to that of Kingdom Battle. Players are able to build out their roster of characters from an available 9, but unlike the first game, level designs are less linear and the game disregards the original game's grid-based layout in favor of more free-form movement. Kingdom Battle was a fantastic game and I'm really excited to jump into the sequel, which releases on the 20th of October. The 8th game coming out this month is New Tales from the Borderlands. This is an upcoming graphic adventure video game developed by Gearbox Studio Quebec. It is a spin-off of the Borderlands series and a successor to Tales from the Borderlands. The game is set a year after Borderlands 3, and New Tales from the Borderlands introduces a cast of new characters, including 3 playable protagonists: Anu, an altruistic scientist; Octavio, Anu's brother, who is seeking fame and fortune; and Fran, the owner of a frozen yogurt store who uses a hovercraft chair to get around. Similar to Tales from the Borderlands, it is a graphic adventure game in which the player must move the game's protagonists around the world's environments, explore their surroundings, and complete quick-time events and make narrative choices that may change the outcome of the story. For those interested, it is set for release on the 21st of October. The 9th game coming out this month is Gotham Knights. This is an upcoming action RPG from Warner Brothers Games Montreal, the same team behind Batman Arkham Origins. It is set in an open world Gotham City. The game focuses on the characters Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood as they attempt to restore justice to Gotham City after the deaths of Batman and Commissioner Gordon. The game can be played either solo or co-op with one other player who can drop in in and out at any time. Each character has their own unique playstyle and abilities. From the recent trailers, we have also seen that during the game's main story, our heroes will encounter several well-known supervillains, including the Court of Owls, Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, Clayface, and Penguin. Though it wasn't as good as Arkham Asylum or City, I did enjoy Warner Bros. Montreal's take on Arkham Origins, and I'm intrigued to see how their venture back into Gotham City turns out. For those interested, Gotham Knights is set for release on the 21st of October. The 10th game coming out this month is Signalis. This is an upcoming survival horror game set in an atmospheric horror story set in a retro tech sci-fi world. You play Elster, a technician replica who wakes up from stasis to find that her spaceship has crash landed and that the pilot, the only other person on board, is missing. Elster soon finds something hidden below the planet's icy surface that should not be there and receives a mysterious radio signal. Making her way through a seemingly abandoned re-education and mining facility, she must face horribly distorted figures trudging through the hallways trying to kill her at every turn. Signalis is a clear love letter to classic PS1 era survival horror games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and is set for release on the 27th of October. The 11th game coming out this month is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is an upcoming first-person shooter game, of course from Infinity Ward, and it is a direct sequel to the 2019 reboot. The game will offer a new single-player campaign, allowing you to squad up and fight alongside Task Force 141 in a globe-trotting campaign. The game's multiplayer will feature several new game modes, including Knockout, where two teams attempt to capture a package with limited lives, and Prisoner Rescue, where an attacking team attempts to extract a hostage while a defending team prevents them by fortifying defenses around the hostage. Third-person game modes were confirmed in September, along with an undetailed 3v3 raid game mode. While I'm not particularly a Call of Duty player myself, the open beta recently took place and it did receive a lot of positive responses. And while I'm not excited about this personally, I know that there are many fans of COD out there, and many fans of first-person shooter games will be excited for this latest installment. Modern Warfare 2 is set for release on the 28th of October. And finally, the 12th game coming out this month is Bayonetta 3. This is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Platinum Games. It is the third installment in the Bayonetta series, acting as a sequel to 2014's Bayonetta 2. Promising more over-the-top action and hilarious moments, sporting a wicked new ensemble and somehow familiar pigtails, the titular Umbra Witch is back and must face a mysterious evil using her signature guns and time-slowing witch time ability. This time around, Bayonetta has a new ability called Demon Masquerade. This is a new ability that allows her to channel the demons linked to her weapon, allowing her to take their form for some exciting, pretty cool looking action combat and hair-raising combos. I enjoyed the first and second game a lot, especially its slick combat and over-the-top, tongue-in-cheek set pieces, and I am really looking forward to seeing what Bayonetta 3 has to offer when it's released on the 28th of October. So there you have it, guys. Those are the biggest games coming out in October 2022. 12 games in total. October is called Broketober for a reason. So let me know which of these games you guys will be picking up this month. Are there any particular games that you're definitely playing and really looking forward to? If there are any games I missed on this list, please do share those in the comment section below. Hope you guys found this list useful, informative, interesting. If you did, please support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And of course, I will be back again next month with my top game releases in November, so please do look forward to that. Anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Of course, take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.